Whether you're catching waves at the beach, bowling with your favorite group of friends, or stealing time at work, the Superhero Homies podcast has got your back. With nearly 1,000 hours in content, we're sure to keep you engaged for hours, like 1,000 of them, with our engaging, thought-provoking, mind-blowing discussions about comic books. Wait, hold on, what's that? You say you already listened to the Superhero Homies podcast? Well, how about Patreon? For $3 a month, $3 fucking dollars. Non-superhero movie reviews. Hell yeah. Video game discussions. Slap my ass. And now, you get early access to new episodes. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Stop fucking around and go to patreon.com/superhero homies. Because you deserve it.
Was it worth it coming here today now? Did that make all this worth it?
I don't hate Ace anymore. I just strongly dislike him.
It doesn't get old. That's the third fucking time.
He played that in the middle of the Flash review.
Oh,
like in the break.
no warning.
No warning.
None.
In the middle of the review, no warning.
I mean, that's the way I felt when you did the for the Indiana Jones review. Like when you played your commercial with that, and I thought that shit had me going. Oh my god! I had to take my fucking headphones off.
I was somewhat prepared for that one because of that one. Yeah.
We lost our collective shit.
I have it on video of the other night from the Indiana Jones.
I've got to watch that. I've listened to a little bit of it.
Oz was sitting here and Kay was sitting there, and they both were just. It was so funny.
So, with that being said, homies, sign up for Patreon.
It's wild as shit over there.
It's wild as shit.
Wild as fuck over there.
Slapping asses over there.
I was telling this to Brendan. I'm pretty sure I told you this off mic a week or two ago.
So this is an ass slapping good time.
It's an ass slapping good time
over on
Patreon. That it is. It's an ass slapping good time. But I was telling him about how. I think, Giz, you asked about like how the ad was made, and I was like, well, like you can just kind of record and then you can just record over it. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I had to do it. I needed to write out like a script, and for all of the ad libs, I had everything written out. So when I say for just $3 a month, $3 fucking dollars, that one was in there. But like for the video game reviews, I was looking at my notes and I realized I had nothing written down. And so I just said, slap my ass.
Slap my ass. Perfection.
I've had a very emotional ride tonight.
He's sensitive, y'all.
I don't think my heart can take much more than this.
Your heart will go on. It will.
Unless you decide to visit the Titanic, in which case it will not.
God damn.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well then.
You deserve that one.
Hey.
Oh, man. Well, happy 4th of July, everyone. Yeah.
America. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Doing
All
Eagle
saved,
Scouts.
the motherfucking
Eagle
day,
Scouts.
We belows.
What?
That's part of the Boy Scouts program.
Eagle Scouts.
I was in the Cub Scouts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Does that count?
Is that
Yeah.
So
is
it
that associated with Peacemaker?
Freedom!
He's got an eagle.
He does.
Freedom!
I believe it's even named Eagly.
Eagly.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was Cub Scouts, Weeblos, and then Eagle Scouts.
No one will ever get as American as an eagle hug.
Oh yeah, getting a hug from yeah.
Dad is fucking hugging. Get a picture.
So while Peacemaker would have been fine to review for tonight, I figured that if we're going to represent America properly, we need to do something that is the most American, the most patriotic, and the most superheroic. And so I had the idea for three of my good friends to come here today and discuss Captain America. And
Look at me, Ace.
I would not look at you. I can't look at you, and I won't.
But which
Yeah.
Captain America?
Yeah, I'll look at Caleb. Yeah, so we're here to discuss Captain
He's
America.
just as traumatized.
Not nearly. But
Have you seen it?
this is the third day in a row that I have been in here.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I've sat in all
And
the
all three-
chairs.
yes, you have.
Musical chairs on us.
This is the superhero homies grand slam.
Holy shit!
And
Fair enough.
Grand Slam champion.
while I am drinking the same energy drink I drank last night, I am not nearly as excited as I was yesterday. So, if you listen to these chronologically, you're gonna be like, is he like asleep? Like, what's happening?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. So
it's kind of a slope.
yeah, so that does bring up a very good point, guys. For those of you who are Patreoners, you're hearing all of this now. But for those of you who are not, you have to wait a few days as part of that whole exclusive content thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So I mean, you're a peasant.
I mean,
You're not slapping your ass enough.
yeah. You're not having an ass slapping good time.
Nope.
That's what we're saying. So, I haven't seen the 1990s Captain America movie since I was a child, and I figured, well, hell, what better way to celebrate the 4th of July than to discuss the 1990s. Stop looking at me. You are glaring at me, sir, and I don't know why. What better way to discuss the 4th of July than by reviewing the 1990s Captain America movie?
Sure.
Don't you agree, Brendan? Thank you, Brendan. Thank you.
Brendan, you can go to hell.
I mean, we already went through it.
Is there a problem, Oz?
Yeah, there is. You did this to me twice now.
Okay.
It couldn't have been as bad. I mean, I wasn't there.
So Oz,
There wasn't duck titties.
Oz, as some of you may know, a few months ago, he graced me with this presence, and we watched and reviewed the Howard the Duck movie. And apparently, Oz didn't quite love it. And I'm sorry. Is there something I can do for you?
Not quite love it?
Yeah,
Is that what you just said to me?
Well, you didn't.
Wasn't his favorite movie ever.
Yeah.
It is
like-
literally the worst piece of film I have ever seen. Like, you can't even to even say it's actually film.
I mean, it was shot on film, wasn't it?
It was shot on film. Yes.
I've seen things on
like-
YouTube that were better and more thought out than that movie. However,
You got him on this rabbit hole.
You
You opened
managed.
Pandora's box.
You managed to get me to see that movie. And you know what? I gave you that one because you hadn't seen it either.
You were optimistic.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
You hadn't seen it either. So then that, you know what? We were in the same boat. I was still very pissed at you. But I forgave you for the most part. For the most part.
You made me watch the D&D movie, like the old one.
I did, but it's nowhere near as bad as Howard the Duck. And then today happens. You know that old saying, fool me once, shame on me. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Can't do it again.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Now, I'm going to never be on this podcast again because you keep doing this to me, Ace. This movie was atrocious. There was no thought process.
Whoa.
It had literally the only thing that had to do with Captain America was that stupid suit. And it was horrible.
And the shield.
and the Shield.
Oh, the thing made of plastic. Got it.
No, it's vibranium.
It was vibraniistic.
Vibranium plastic.
Oh,
Vibranium plastoid.
Listen,
Alloy.
if you ever wanted Captain America and your mom said we have Captain America at home, this is it, okay? It's still Captain
so
America.
this is the Dr. Thunder of Captain America? Is that what you're telling
It
me?
would probably be Captain Thunder.
Captain.
Wouldn't you
Yes.
just watch the cartoon?
What, the cartoon Captain America?
Yeah.
Yeah, the cartoon?
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he had a cartoon?
I thought he did.
Oh.
I could have swore it. Maybe a Mandela effect. Maybe I thought this was the cartoon and I just never watched.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. I don't know.
Iron Man had one that wasn't very good, but
I just want to point out that this was in 1990, and I don't know how much money this movie made, but I'm assuming that it wasn't a fuck ton. And if you can't sell patriotism in the 90s, then I don't know what you can sell.
I don't know if it broke budget.
well,
Well, I mean, if it did, that'd be funny because that would put it ahead of The Flash.
God damn!
Constant zingers at the Flash movie. I still need to watch this
Pow,
movie so I
pow.
can finally fucking understand.
Fuck you, Flash.
yeah. So I don't know what the box office for this movie was. However, it had a budget of $3 million.
Damn.
$3
Well-
million. Yep.
It looked like it.
Well, I will, honestly, I feel like they spent their money very well. Do you know why? Because the majority of the sets look decent. That is the one nice thing I will say
That
about
was
this
where the
movie.
money went to,
Their
location.
location. They just there was beautiful mountains. They went into Italy. It was fucking beautiful.
They didn't have to make sets. They just went.
No, they just went there, which is great. That is the one thing I will give them this. But they didn't know what to do with it.
Well, before we get too far into this, we have business to take care of.
Uh-oh.
There is the game, the superhero game, not the one that, yes, we all just lost. But
Fuck. I just want to point out that at the time, Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 12 with an average rating of 3.7 out of 10. And apparently...
I should have looked at Rotten Tomatoes before I came
What?
over here.
Yeah, apparently there was 2 different versions of the movie.
What?
There's the MGM version, and then the collector's edition is like a different version. Like it's a different
Oh, we get to watch it
version
again.
of the film.
No.
we got to watch it again.
We gotta watch it again.
No. You know
have
what? Y'all go right ahead.
And-
I won't be here.
And apparently IGN reviewed each of them separately, and they both sucked.
We have to do
And
a
IGN was reliable in the 90s.
Ace. We have to do a review on Winter Soldier, right? Winter Soldier.
Okay, so here's the thing, Brendan. I love tormenting Oz, but I don't love it enough to do that again.
Also, this came out on Blu-ray.
It came out on Blu-ray.
They put it out on Blu-ray in 2013.
I don't even think that Super Mario Brothers has a Blu-ray, does it?
Overseas, like at PAL.
No, it actually does because I almost bought it.
And that's probably
okay.
the version we watched tonight because it was in widescreen. And it
Yeah.
originally wouldn't have been.
Oh, that's fair.
So we may have watched the superior version.
That also means that this movie came out in widescreen before The Shield did.
Well, the Shield is also shot on hand camera.
Oh,
right?
yeah. But still.
Yeah. That But you but you know what though? There is plenty to be said and shared about this this wonderful piece of cinema
After we play.
after we play the superhero quiz game. Are my contestants ready?
Yep.
What?
So
Quiz game.
Yeah.
Is this 20 questions or 15 questions?
yeah, it's the same shit.
You know, I was really hoping that
That's your first
we
question,
weren't-
Brendan. You just burned.
I was really hoping we weren't actually going to be watching Captain America tonight, but that this was going to be superhero homie trivia. And
I would
you
have
just
much
fucking with
preferred
us.
that. I'm giving you this death glare the whole night. I hope you know that.
Oz, I said I'm sorry.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't say it, did I? I thought it was implied.
And you literally just went on air saying how much you enjoy tormenting me.
I was talking about that was hyperbole. You know, that wasn't.
Well, see, what it is like you enjoyed all movies.
Yeah.
And he just had to.
I wanted to find.
So you find joy in breaking the joy that I had in watching movies by making me watch horrible movies.
He wanted you to see it from our perspective.
I believe that answers yes.
I also just want to point out that in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Indiana Jones survives a nuke in a refrigerator.
We don't have to reference that movie. Listen, there's only so much bad movie we can take in one sitting. So
Yeah, all right, so the rules.
yes.
Before we pigeonhole you again.
So the rules are for this game, since there are 3 of you, each of you get 1 guess, and the 15 questions will be divided amongst you, and it would be 1 question at a time. So
177.
So we'll start at Brendan,
Fuck
and,
you.
and then go clockwise around until you guys either guess it or are out of questions. And I'm proud to be an American.
Just to get it out of the way, this is a comics one.
Yes,
Okay,
Does that count?
it does not count.
What the fuck?
I would not have to count this time.
It counted for me last time.
That's good.
But you waited until the game had started.
Has the game not started?
It will start as soon as you ask your motherfucking question.
Oh.
And if you
Oh,
ask
it's my
one
turn?
more, I'm going to count that as a question.
And then I will punch you in the face.
Is this a male character?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure I get that out of the way.
Is this a Marvel character?
No.
Are they in a live action movie or TV show?
No.
Are they going to be featured in a future movie or TV show?
Yes.
The brief ASMR there.
Is this character a villain?
Yes.
Are they the titular character of whatever it is that they're in?
No.
Are they related to Batman?
No.
I need a clarification on that. You mean like
Like
they're not
associated.
associated with or
Sorry.
not blood related to?
Association.
No. This is question number 8.
This is.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I've actually been keeping track.
Okay.
Is this character bald?
No.
I'm going to get this out of the way before we send the rest of the game fucking ourselves. Is it a DC character?
No.
Would this be a character, in your opinion, that I would actually give a shit about?
It's a wild question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last time it was just a character that I didn't really care. That you personally think that. It's kind of a subjective question,
Yeah, a
but it's
little
still a
bit.
yes or no.
I'll say. I'll
Swear to God, if you
say.
give me a maybe.
I'll say no.
Okay. Interesting.
Does this villain have superpowers?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a comics character. It's not Marvel. It's not DC.
That's why I was asking the superpower question. I was like,
They're not in a live action anything yet,
But they will be.
but they will be.
But it's comics. Still comics.
And it's a super villain.
Yep.
Well, are they currently featured in an animated movie or TV show?
Yes.
This is the last round of questions, isn't
It
it?
is.
Is it Image Comics?
Yes.
I think I might know who it is, but
You can use your guess right now. You don't have to wait.
well, that won't get rid of my questions. Well,
That was his last question, wasn't it?
That was your last.
You don't have any questions?
oh,
to do?
you
is
have
it
a question.
Omni-Man?
That is correct.
Yeah, I was right there. I was like, I was going to use my question to narrow down whether it was Omni-Man or Battle Beast.
Yeah. Omni-Man is the correct answer.
making a
As soon
movie?
as you said no to my question about was it DC, I was like,
It's
it's an invincible character. I was like, it's fucking Omni-Man or Battle Beast.
My brain went Dark Horse before he asked the Image. I was
And,
like,
then, and then when you said Image, I was just like, let me just make sure.
see, like I'm not super familiar with Image Comics, so
Yeah.
like I like that like I am familiar with Omni-Man, but
For future
I haven't
reference,
even
the
watched the
Invincible
show.
comics are right there.
I haven't read the
I
comics
was
or
wondering
watched
what
the
you were
show.
looking at. What the fuck?
And that's why I
know
said
exactly where they are. I'm like, oh.
that's why I assumed that you wouldn't give a shit about these characters because you haven't technically seen the show or read the books. So
I also last night gave him the idea to fucking do this because we were talking about it, and I was like, "Are they Marvel or whatever?" You can't automatically assume that it's
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "If this motherfucker brings out a White Sand character,
yeah, that would have been the biggest twist.
Oh.
yeah.
he would have been fucked."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you would have been turbo.
Honestly,
I mean,
I think I would have still been.
It would have been just as fun.
I'm just now getting into the.
You would have
the
been
comic.
okay because if he's gonna pick a White Sand character, it's gonna be Chrysalis. So you.
I mean, fuck, you picked Weather Wizard.
I did.
The
I
Weatherman.
mean, that's not that.
Fuck, I wouldn't have never have gotten that.
You claim
ever.
that's a deep cut, but it really is.
I'm not saying it's a deep cut. I'm saying it's a stupid cut. Because fuck Flash villains.
Wow, the Flash has a very, very good rogue gallery.
I was gonna say, fucking Captain Cold is dope.
yeah.
Reverse Flash.
Also, Citizen Cold.
Just reverse Flash.
I mean, Reverse
Let's
Flash is a
let's go over Venom's rogue gallery, shall we?
Yeah.
He's got symbiote number 1.
Symbiote number 2.
You know what?
Symbiote number 2.
Symbiote, the red one.
He's got the red one.
So now this
the
is,
red one.
I feel like this is a
Is there a
personal
yellow
attack.
one? And there a yellow one, I think.
Yeah, there's one that's like a.
Like yeah,
The Life Foundation, they're cool. And Spider-Man counts.
Spider-Man's in his rogue gallery.
Yeah. Kind of.
Wow, that's
No.
weird.
It's weird that you jumped over probably the best character in Venom's rogue gallery, which is No, because you haven't read the goddamn comic book yet, because we haven't discussed it on the podcast yet. Brendan?
See what happened was.
You know, so
That's weird.
yeah. With that being said, homies, one and all, welcome back to this very, very cool and important celebration of the birth of this country of ours.
it is not cool.
Oh, beautiful. I don't know any other words.
And
for
the
the
only
song.
reason why,
Is it Satius?
and the only reason why this is a important podcast is how much I hate you right now.
We're here to discuss Captain America. Oz?
Captain.
I thought that
Captain America.
Captain America.
I thought that you were a fan of Captain America.
I am.
okay.
What we watched today was not Captain America.
I mean, it said Captain America.
Before we get started here, introductions are in order.
Uh-oh.
So my name is Superhero Homie Q, and today I have with me 3 of my nearest and closest and bestest who couldn't make it, but I do have good substitutes here. I
Damn.
have with me.
Oh, it shows.
That was
This is what-
that was a joke. I have with me one of my oldest and nearest and bestest friends in the whole wide world, who I know would do anything for me, including watching what could be considered subpar movies. Oz, welcome back to the podcast, man. Welcome
Thanks
back,
for
Oz.
having me.
Yeah, of course. And of course, I have also with me here, returning again, third podcast, three-peat. You can hear this man on Entertainment Evolved, where he is still doing big shit, got big shit popping over there. The homie, Caleb, welcome back.
Hey, yeah, man. I'm glad to be here.
Three-peat, son.
Wouldn't
we own
3P
it.
also be like 3 Peter Parkers?
And then there's Brendan.
Yeah.
Yep, and that line that he just said literally just kind of sums him up.
It
It
really
makes sense.
does.
3P. Pete.
It's a Michael Jordan reference.
You know what?
What is sports ball?
To earn your homie tag, Brendan, all you have to do is get one more homies trivia question right by yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, you did
was
very
gonna say,
good with
like-
Omni, man. But
that doesn't count?
I mean, you had help. Had a lot of help.
Yeah.
I would have got it.
You 100% thought I was a DC character until I said, "Is it DC?"
I would have eventually asked.
You had asked all of your questions. You were out.
You already asked for me.
God damn it!
I would have gotten there eventually.
The look on Caleb's face right now.
Right. I can't wait for trivia.
Yep.
That's different.
Can't wait.
I mean, not saying that I still don't. What's happening?
Canada. A million years, a million years. A long, long time ago,
What's happening?
there was a time, a special place
Such a
where
great
I
moment.
just don't know.
George Michael, everybody.
I'm all alone in a cold, cold world. It's hard, but I'm still
Anybody got
trying.
no lighters?
I think just for Oz, I'm gonna keep this playing on low here.
Please don't do that. That would be very distracting.
You're right.
All I know is what my heart
Everybody now.
are these memories, memories of you, girl.
Memories of you, Oz.
That's
Oh,
because
sweet
I won't
memories.
be here ever again. All you'll have is memories.
It got dark.
That was the iconic song Southside
Yeah,
Johnny, "Memories of You" from the Captain America 1990s movie. Memories of You.
Oz says he's never coming back, so we're reviewing Mass Effect next week, right?
You know, Oz, you and I, we're supposed to discuss The Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that book
story.
is mine now. You don't get it back. And,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, you know, I know that some of you guys may just assume that Oz hates this movie, but, you know, we're about to go around and just kind of give our overall feelings on this. By the way, there will be full spoilers for this movie. I thought about doing a spoiler-free section because I know some of you really want to see this masterpiece for yourself. However, the movie is
Do
like
it.
33 years old.
Go see it.
Here's
Go watch
the
it.
thing. I couldn't spoil anything for you if I wanted to.
That's a very fair point.
Fucking idea what was happening at any point.
So,
I mean, I think I asked several times, what the fuck is happening?
That's really not that uncommon.
Yeah, God damn it! I knew it was coming. I knew it.
that layup was in the air for a while.
I was like, well, no one else is gonna say it.
I was gonna get it if you didn't.
I
I'm
like
sorry. This movie fried my brain a bit. So like I'm out of it, man. Like, oh.
So here's the thing, right? Like this movie, I had a bit of an advantage because I did watch this movie a couple of times, a time or two or three when I was a kid. And here's the weird thing, right? Here's where I should have known I was always going to be a superhero homie. I watched that movie repeatedly. And as a kid, I hated it. I thought it was boring.
Why did you keep watching it?
What other superhero content? I didn't. The superhero content
Cartoons,
was
sir.
very. Live action movies are different from cartoons, though.
You could have just watched Batman '89 over.
I
and over.
watched that so many times.
Right.
And then Batman Returns.
And then imagine my shocking
He
surprise.
just had like a Rolodex of which one I'm watching today.
Yeah, imagine my surprise though when I see, oh man, there's a Captain America movie. I had never even heard of that, and I was like 8 years old.
That's the new
That's a mask of
backstory
shit.
for Two-Face, right? Like, he only had Batman '89 and Captain America 1990 to watch, and he flipped a coin each day to see which one he was going to watch, and then eventually he just scratched the surface off of the Captain America coin.
That was good. Yeah.
So you know what's interesting, right? And we won't stay on this particular topic for very long. Well, maybe we can to distract ourselves from discussing this movie. But if you look at the options at this time to make a movie, right? It's Marvel's choice of movies was interesting. I mean, at least like for the time, DC had an idea. Hey, let's do Superman and Batman. Which makes sense. You want to do your most popular characters. For some reason, the properties that Marvel was able to get licensed into movies was like Dolph Lundgren as Punisher.
That's on the list.
Well, Kevin and I have seen and discussed that for you homies, so you don't have to.
Pretty much everything that's got a live-action Punisher on it is in that 1,000 hours.
Yeah, it is. 1,000 hours.
Ass slap a good time.
You gotta slap your ass while you're watching it.
And they did obviously this Captain America movie, and the reason I say that's interesting is because part of the amazing success story of the MCU is that the MCU was built up from 2008 on down with what could be considered the scraps, the leftovers. After Marvel went bankrupt in the 90s, they had to sell the movie rights, whatever they could, to get themselves out of the hole. And obviously we know which properties went first, the most popular ones. Spider-Man went to Sony immediately. Spider-Man's a fucking flagship. The X-Men went immediately. Mm-hmm. Marvel's first family, Fantastic Four, to lesser success, went immediately. Because those were the comic books that were selling. Those were the ones that were popular.
I wonder why nobody wanted the movie rights to Captain America at the time. It's weird.
It's bizarre, yeah.
It's a mystery.
And, so the MCU was made with the leftovers of available Marvel characters. And eventually, we actually got some really good Captain America movies. The one that we're going to talk about tonight, unfortunately, is not one of them.
Not even close.
It is one of the baffling decisions because out of all the properties that they could have gotten licensed out, you have to wonder who made the decision to do Captain America, who has had some very excellent comics even back then, but he was never on a top-selling list, really. Even still, it was going to be your X-Men. X-Men was everything. Spider-Man was everything. And
that's because it was Claremont X-Men.
Yeah, that's very true. It was Claremont X-Men back then.
Prime fucking X-Men.
Yeah. But they were like, no, let's do this Captain America movie. And very, very interesting choice here. And so we'll go ahead and start off. We'll start with you, Brendan. Brendan, what did you think of this Captain America movie?
I didn't even know this movie existed until today. It's pretty speechless. It's pretty bad, but it was kind of what I expected to kind of maybe a little bit worse.
Brendan, you are smarter than I thought you were. Because
that was actually a really good answer.
Well, no, because what did you think this movie was going to be?
Well, considering what we have watched and that Oz got out of, and you with Motu, and considering this is only 3 years after that.
He's referring to Masters of the Universe, which you guys can hear on Patreon.
Which, by the way, this whole quest where we review these horrible films.
I mean,
I'm not on that quest. I don't have it in my quest log.
I didn't want to.
You don't get the
I'm
bonus
just
plan,
a
sir.
guest here, and I happen to end up on the Flash review.
I didn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. Like, I'm straight up.
Barry Allen fucked you. You weren't supposed to be here today. This motherfucker put a can of soup in the wrong place, and now you're here.
I mean,
But at least it makes sense for Barry
what
Allen
it
to
is
time
now.
travel. Indiana Jones going back in time. That I think that right there also could have really fucked some shit.
In the
up.
sky.
Well, that's because you don't know where the time space buttholes are.
The podcast continuity now is getting too fast. God damn it.
This is the third episode. You gotta have
true.
knowledge.
Caleb, what'd you think of this movie?
I mean, I came here to hate watch it, right? I actually went to the movies on Thursday to hate watch Indiana Jones and ended up liking it. I came here to hate watch this movie, and to say that I hated
You liked it.
No, to say that I hated it would be incorrect because I don't know what the fuck happened. It wasn't coherent as a storytelling medium.
Captain
of any
America did
kind.
stuff, sir.
I have literally seen stop motion silent films that had more cohesion and probably better dialogue than this movie. Holy fuck, man. Like they were making, I mean, in the early 2000s on the interwebs, they were making Radiskull and Devil Doll. And I could tell from who laughed. And that shit was way better written than this. And it had better graphics.
I am the Radiskull.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
will kill you.
One by one.
Wait,
Just for fun.
I have a feeling this is a suppressed memory.
He's the Radiskull motherfucker. But
Trogdor!
yeah, and Trogdor.
Yeah.
I think Trogdor was a little later, but
A little
still.
bit.
But still,
But the fucking Trogdor video has, I mean, you can follow that shit way easier than this movie was. To say that it was awful would be giving it credit as a movie.
Oz. Oz, old buddy, old pal.
I noticed you skipped me. I figured you were waiting for last for me.
I'm just.
Go ahead.
You look like you needed some time to really gather your thoughts together. That's all.
How much to express how much he loved
Yeah.
the shit out of this movie.
So, what did you think about 1990 Captain America?
Caleb said something that actually gave me a little bit of direction for how to put into words what I'm feeling right now. And that is to say that I loathe this movie is to acknowledge the fact that it's a movie. It's not. It is a big, horrible piece of trash. It is barely a step above Howard the Duck, and I hate you for both of these now. And the only saving grace that this movie gives that Howard the Duck didn't have was scenery. That's it.
As in
Howard
there
the
were no
Duck had
duck
scenery.
titties.
And the fact that there were no duck titties.
That's
in
the
this movie.
scenery in
That's
Howard
the
the Duck.
scenery, yeah.
All I'm saying is, man, can you please stop making me watch these fucking god-awful movies? Because even Caleb said this off mic. After I watched Howard the Duck, it broke something in me. I'm not the movie lover that I used to be.
Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I haven't watched Howard the Duck yet.
Oz, I'm trying to help you.
Trying.
I would rather take the blue pill.
You don't mean that.
I do. When it comes to movies, I enjoyed myself. I just enjoyed listening to you assholes be cynical. Now I'm cynical.
I mean, you're just a critic now.
Exactly.
Can you?
I like to enjoy art, and then you make me watch things that are not art.
Could you imagine before Thursday that like me and you were gonna go see a Indiana Jones movie and you were gonna rate it lower than me?
No!
Yeah.
You should blame the people who made that goddamn movie. Don't blame me.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking about Indiana Jones again, Brendan, Ace has never seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, that's the only one I have seen.
And
Are you serious?
Yes.
well, that explains why you don't like Indiana Jones.
I've seen bits and pieces of the other three.
So,
thing work?
well,
Yeah.
there's the other 4, but
Oh, shit.
but yeah, you should come on when we review that because it's gonna be great.
Man, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and Oz, you'll be joining us for that one too.
You say what?
Huh?
You say what?
You just say yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm a man of my word. I said I wasn't going to come back on this podcast until you actively apologize.
Wow, none of this passive bullshit.
Apologize.
You want an apology on air.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it would mean more if it was off mic.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think you guys should maybe go into like a dark room and share like a quiet embrace.
I'm bringing this knife
and,
with
and
me.
when that happens, Ace can just like get right up on your ear and be like, "I'm sorry."
There's a closet right there.
They can't both fit in there.
It's a walk-in. We can both in there.
Oh, okay. Well, sure.
See?
It doesn't matter. No. You're doing it on air so everybody can hear it. You need to apologize for both these fucking movies.
Ace, your rebuttal.
But there's more to come.
You have 2 minutes.
Oz, you seem upset,
I am. I'm very upset.
and I am.
Don't you fucking say.
Whoa! You want? And I'm trying to apologize here.
Ace, I just want to point out that Oz's feelings are valid,
Okay, you know what?
Very valid.
They are.
and he has every right to feel them.
You have every right to feel the feelings that you have. I once read somewhere. It was probably like an Instathought quote
What?
that said something along the lines of, "I can't control your feelings, but you can control your feelings." And what I really took from that deep quote from this girl with her ass out, and that was amazing. What I took from that,
Was it written on her ass?
I mean, irrelevant. What I took from that was, you need to get over some shit, and I'm sorry that you have to do that.
damn.
I am really sorry that you have to work through these.
You are
feelings.
lucky you are my boy.
Now, Ace, I think that sounded inconsiderate.
Whoa,
I don't feel like
you talking about me or Oz?
no you. I
Really?
don't feel like you. Well, we'll cover his uses of the word boy in a minute, but
Oh, no.
but that's going to be a separate.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say shit.
It's a separate thread.
God damn!
I wasn't going to take it there, but I was like, let it ride.
I feel like we've gone way off the rails. All I'm saying is,
Started off the rails.
It did.
all
We were never on the rails.
You can play therapist all you fucking want to, Caleb. All I'm saying is, I don't accept your apology.
Oh, damn.
But I'll still be here.
I do also want to know, in case anyone at home was wondering, I am not a licensed, professional. So.
What? What have I been paying you for? Then?
Well, not at therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you got paid?
Yeah. So moving on.
The money is for the after stuff.
Oh, the flood taps, got it.
Why have I been paying you?
Yeah, so moving on.
Hey, so quick question: are we going to do an assembled for Baldur's Gate since it kind of falls under?
I definitely think we should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not invited because you don't have a computer.
Wow.
Or a PS5, so.
Wow, technologists.
It's also gonna be you don't have an Xbox either, huh? I was gonna say it's also
No,
gonna
I
be
have
on
a fucking
Xbox.
Switch right now. That is what I have.
Oh,
right?
it ain't never coming out of that shit.
No, I ain't coming
No.
out of shit, no.
Sorry, Brendan. Yeah, Baldur's Gate.
Wah, wah.
I mean, not to get us off rails even fucking more. Like this train is in the woods now. But
There are no
The
rails.
The rails never
Dude, like-
existed. They never put them down.
Like, this is the second worst movie I've ever seen.
am I responsible for both of the worst
Yes,
movies you've ever
yes.
seen?
But you didn't watch Masters of the Universe. So
But
I'm glad
have you ever seen that?
No.
you should.
No. No. I thought we just covered the fact
you
that
said-
I don't want to watch things that are not art.
You said you were sick.
You
I
guys
actually
were
was. I was.
We
legit
did
sick.
bring some Wasteland crud back from.
Oh yeah, that shit was. Oh man, I was so bad. Like I'm still. You can kind of still hear it in me.
Yeah, my throat was sore for like 10 days,
Oh
You know,
yeah.
you know what I hear?
and not from the
shit.
and not from the reason it normally is when I come back from Eastwind.
God,
You doing that?
I was gonna avoid that.
What did he say?
You don't need to hear it.
Yeah, if you didn't catch it the first time.
God damn it! He was
You-
pointing a
you
knife
have
at
to
me.
explain the
I
joke.
wasn't actually pointing the knife at you. I just picked it up.
You were going to. The intentions were
Look,
there.
man, he promised an ass slapping good time, so
I was simply going to say that 2023 is looking like it's going to be a great year for games. I think it's been a great year for games so far, and I think that the back half is going to be even better.
like movies got fucked, but video games
Yeah.
like this is their year.
Yeah,
You know?
like this is like another 2018. You know,
Yeah, I mean it's and normally like what happens in modern video games is like they come out at like E3 or whatever, what the fuck ever, or that stupid Game Fest shit that they have now, which is like the fucking D-list E3.
Yeah.
It's fucking trash. There's not like one single memorable moment from any summer Game Fest.
Are the writers for games covered under this strike that's happening?
No, and there's actually a bunch of contention under that. They're not allowed into the Writers Guild. Yeah,
That's fucked.
yeah. Which I mean, judging by seeing
Games make more money than movies now.
well, judging by like who I fucking see writing these movies, I really don't want them writing my fucking video games. So,
I can agree with that. Yeah.
but normally that like they would come out and be like, we're gonna put all this fucking shit in the game, and then over time they would like cut features, and by the time the game comes out, you just have like Final Fantasy 16. But anyway, this was like the opposite. Like the game's about to come out, and then they were like, by the way, we already put all this shit in the game. Here's this giant list of shit we put in the game.
Oh yeah, I'm super fucking hyped for Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my god, it's gonna be so awesome.
And
wish
then
I could play it.
Then they're
That'd
like,
be nice.
by the way, instead of delaying the game, we're moving the release date up 30 days so that y'all can play Starfield when it comes out. So,
Well, for the PC owners.
Well,
But
right.
you know the PlayStation 5 and Xbox One people, they have to wait until September.
well,
I'll tell you what-
actually, they're the Xbox version don't even have a release date.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
and I tell you this, Oz. You can tell me how Baldur's Gate is when it comes out. Those few days ahead of me that you have it.
Oh no.
I'll tell you all about Starfield, the game that you will never be able to play because you don't have anything to
Damn.
play it on. Whoo!
I didn't mean
Damn.
to ignite this,
God damn.
but the fire rises.
I mean, technically, I'm in the same boat. I have to.
You know
buy that
what,
fucking
Ace? I think you and I need to have because this has been going on for a hot minute.
What's been going on?
Like this whole thing that we've got going on.
Oh, do we have a will they, won't they?
sexual tension.
I mean,
they already
honestly,
have.
we've always had that. But
It's not a will they, won't they? They
I
already
just
have.
want to point out that you immediately turned to me, and there's a litany of reasons why you may have done that. And I don't want to talk about any of them.
I would like to point out that this is a rant episode disguised as a Captain America discussion.
Where's the fucking jar? We really could have just done a rant episode, and you could have put Captain America 1990 in there.
Just like it gets mentioned.
100%.
What the fuck were we? What are we going to talk about it, Ace? It was fucking terrible.
It was.
There was. Captain America did stuff.
They had ears glued to the side of his fucking head that were like 19 shades
We were getting there.
of skin away from him.
I didn't happen to take a picture of it at all.
That was the moment, man, in that movie. One of many moments.
I
where-
almost fucking laughed. I
Yeah,
had
so
to
you
get
didn't
up.
notice that until the very end of the movie.
That-
No,
that-
there were so many moments beforehand.
I noticed the other moments.
That's what broke me, though.
I also noticed
this
the
is-
ears.
I think this will make this one worse for me, because you and I, we went into Howard the Duck together.
We did. We suffered through that together.
Yeah, we suffered through that together.
Yep.
No. You have already suffered through this, so you knew what to expect. And then you lied to me.
Whoa.
About what we were doing until right before I got here.
I said we were watching Captain America.
Told me it was good. And then I was like, what?
Okay, the word good never came out of my
All
mouth.
right, okay.
What did he lie about?
I paraphrased. So here we go.
That country accent came
It came
way the fuck out. You were like, I paraphrased.
I'm worked up right now, goddammit.
The Thompson's coming out.
Hey, stop it.
You can take the boy out of Thompson, but you can't take the Thompson out of the boy.
Oh shit.
All right. Anyway, you said so. I paraphrased, of course. So what you said to me was this movie was a gem, and usually you use that, and I believe you. So I believed you because you're my friend.
Does limestone
you wouldn't
count?
do this to me a second time. No, you would because you did.
Okay, you know what? Can I?
Technically, it would have been the third time, too, because you got out of fucking Masters of the Universe.
Well, what he didn't tell you is that it's a fucking grand soul gem that somebody wasted on a mud crab.
That's a good one.
Damn, that's a very accurate way to put that.
That's my official review.
You know, recently, you know, after the Flash movie came out, I did 2 episodes covering Flashpoint. The Flashpoint story was what the movie is very loosely based off of, and you know, in that episode, I discussed a phenomenal Flash comic book. It's actually called Reverse Flash Rebirth. It's the origin of Reverse Flash. Very excellent book. Highly recommended. Very good one shot. And I went down the Reverse Flash rabbit hole, kind of going through some of the Flash books I have and looking at some of his, you know, biggest ventures. And I came across an issue where Barry Allen had enough of Reverse Flash's shit. And he finally had this motherfucker dead to rights. And he says something along the lines of, why, Thawne, why do you do this? Why do you torment me? You say that I was your idol. You say that you admired me. You say that you wanted to be like me. Why are you this way? And for one of the first times, Reverse Flash was humble. He was truthful, and with tears streaming down his face, or tears in his eyes welling up, and his lip quivering, he says, because, Barry, I just wanted to spend time with you. And you throw all of these harsh words and accusations at me. And Oz, I just wanted to spend time with you.
Oh my fucking God!
Now, Oz. I don't want you to.
That is the greatest thing I ever heard.
I don't want you to listen to Ace just to respond.
Motherfucker, fuck you! Fuck you, Caleb!
I want you to process everything that he said to you.
Take a moment.
And realize that even though he seemed to have no regard whatsoever for your feelings earlier, that his also are still very valid. And that I think you should really consider
His intentions were good.
how he felt that he really just wanted to spend some time with you. Because what it is when, you know, when Dylan looked into his eyes, I think he felt a little bit of guilt, you know?
And he need to make it up to you.
He's had this ongoing will they, won't they with you for like 24 seasons now. And now he's going after a character that like just showed up last season.
Is there as much sexual tension in the Flash with Reverse Flash?
You know what that whole rant reminded me of?
What's that?
The Oz Night Unreality show.
Oh my fucking God.
When we were driving to that show,
Yeah.
and you just went off on this fucking tirade of how you were like in Nam and shit, or World War II, And like you
I
were
was in
beginning
both,
to, you were like
What?
like you said that being in World War II was not couldn't compare to the travel of this show that we were going to.
I meant that. Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a 4-hour road trip for a wrestling show that I wasn't even on the car.
See, the messed up part is I don't even think it was 4 hours. It eventually became 6 because we missed too many exits.
Oh, that's right.
Smartphones were relatively new.
Yeah, I think we still have MapQuest. Were we using MapQuest?
No, we were using a smartphone
Okay.
because we made a whole rant about the smartphone.
That's true.
Because like we were talking about how smart is a smartphone other than its user, and then
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing this
oh,
video.
it was, but that
Most wonderful video ever.
you, sir, I love you and I hate you all at the same time. That is not an apology. I respect his feelings.
Shouldn't he say that to me instead of to you?
Yeah. I feel like you wanted a direct apology, and then you really, really toned in the passive aggressiveness on that.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm very self-aware.
I'm just so happy to finally be here in the neutral fucking chair.
It's the chair that you sit in.
Watching this happen. So
Yeah. So I'm glad that you forgive me, and I choose to forgive you as well. And so now we're back on neutral ground.
That's very gracious
and
of you.
you will watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with me. And
No, our next one is Street Fighter.
oh yeah, we still have to do Street Fighter.
That's on the list too.
Yep.
That's what we were supposed to do.
Well, to spite you, we were going to do
Yes.
the Ninja Turtles movie.
if we
I would have beat y'all's ass.
I was like, we should have watched Ninja Turtles.
wait, which Ninja Turtles?
The OG.
Oh, gee, like 1991.
1989.
Was it 89?
Yes.
Really?
So Batman and
I actually watched all three of there's three of them, right?
Yeah.
All three of those as a kid and liked them.
Oh, yeah.
I was a kid. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why I said I would have beat their ass if they watched it without
we were going like we should
isn't
just
there a
watch
scene
it.
where like a bell lands on one of them or
That's
some
at the
shit?
that's the very end of the third one.
Yeah. That shit stuck out in my head. But
Not Kevin
Name rings
Nash.
a bell.
We almost did it too.
if we're gonna review Street Fighter, then we must also. I have to obtain a completely legal copy of Street Fighter the movie, the game, and we have to play that and talk about that as well.
Fucking
Oh
of
my
course.
god! I never played it.
I played it once because I
I've seen
rented
it's
it.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, I rented it from whatever video store, the same video store.
Oh god, yeah, that crappy pawn shop video store combo.
They had a copy of it, and yeah, it was fucking awful.
Yeah,
Was it?
They made a terrible video game or terrible movie based on a video game. Then they made the Street Fighter the movie, the game.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
literally
seeing
called
that.
Street Fighter the movie.
I had the VHS of the Street Fighter movie, and it had the video game trailer at the beginning of it. And I was like, "Oh, that looks cool."
Akuma is in that bitch.
Isn't Akuma in like
No.
all of?
No, well, not in the movie. He's not in the movie.
Right,
A
okay.
movie version of Akuma.
Okay.
I will say,
remember that.
this episode has
It's
been a lot more
horrible.
entertaining.
It's bad. It's
And we're
so
not even
bad.
talking about the source material.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why we do this. Is because even if the movie is absolute dog shit, not even a film, the review is fun.
Yeah, so okay, I'll say this about this Captain America movie. If you guys are still here an hour into this ramble, then
That
congratulations.
has dick all to do with Captain America.
Yeah, this is literally the you've listened to all 1,000 hours.
Gotta get that.
So many
completion
callbacks, so many
trophy, man.
references.
Gotta get
Just
that
like,
completion trophy.
And you're sitting there waiting on a new episode of Tavern Notice Board to drop, and it won't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
it just
Oh,
won't-
really?
And it just won't
and
come
you just
out.
a skeleton
So you're
just
like,
sitting there.
fine, I guess I'm gonna fucking listen to this Captain America shit.
Just a skeleton just sitting there waiting.
Right.
Oh, man.
But I mean, okay, so just going down the line really quick of the hilarious problems this movie has. This is some of the worst editing I've ever seen. I mean, like the cuts, literally. Okay, there are other moments where I could have also paused and pointed out things. Nothing was as obvious or as glaring as the ears glued to the helmet.
Not only that, the muscle padding.
The muscle padding was
It
hilarious.
looked like
It varied wildly. From
it wasn't even consistent.
yeah.
Yeah, so either it was like comedically big or almost non-existent.
What's weird is that
Yeah.
they didn't even put it in the
In the
actual
suit.
suit.
Yeah.
So once he actually had the suit on, he just looks like a normal dude, but he has a regular shirt on. He's just like Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Or like
see, the
Luther
suit is
from
the only thing
Umbrella
that,
Academy.
Yeah, the suit's the only thing that can contain.
Oh.
See.
See, that makes sense. Yeah, 'cause when he's wearing normal clothes, yeah, his size varies wildly from that guy really works out to, like Oz said, Luther from Umbrella Academy.
He looks like a football player wearing a T-shirt left at the Super Bowl.
He looks like a football player wearing another football player.
This movie actually, to its credit, it starts off focusing on the villain, which is rare in a lot of superhero movies. It mostly focuses starting off on the hero. And boy howdy, the origin story, they were like, yeah, okay, so Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, yeah, they created this guy back in like, the 40s or whatever, but I think we can do better than this. Let's change him. Okay, it's too generic to have him be German. Let's make the Red Skull Italian. And the whole name, Johann Schmidt, that's too German. Let's change that all together. And we're going to change his name to DeSantis, huh?
Or DeSantis.
Yeah.
I also,
Fuck.
well, to an extent, I get the whole thing where they wanted to have his parents or his mom or whoever get killed in the First World War, so they made him Italian. Like, I get that. It does not excuse your terrible fucking choice.
But I don't get what was the point, because there was Nazis in it anyway. So if they were trying to avoid the Nazi thing,
Well, no, the whole thing is like he would have been a kid during the First World War, and then he would have been older during the Second World War. Like, he would have been like an adult, and then, you see what I mean?
I think so.
Like, his parents can't get killed in World War II when he's a kid, and then he also fight. I mean, in this movie,
okay.
he could have. And then he also fight Captain America as an
The
adult.
way they have the timeline go out, because he turns into Red Skull at like fucking 19.
I think
He's he's
honestly,
a teenager.
Anywhere between 17 and
17,
19.
19.
So they only say 7 years for whatever fucking reason.
And he only looks like Red Skull in the past. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting him to do a whole Hugo Weaving thing and just rip his face off, and that never fucking happens.
That
We
never
never get a
happens.
Hydra.
this
Nope.
actor never did anything that I've seen Hugo Weaving do in the entire movie, including act.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just unfortunately
I mean-
true. And I mean this with all due
How dare you stand where he stood?
I mean this with all due respect to the actor.
No, you don't.
Who you're right. But man, if you're gonna get somebody to like play a practical Red Skull, get someone with like a Michael Jackson nose. That thing that guy had on his face, I'm like, I can't.
I mean, what
can't
was
even-
worse,
Yeah, he
Skeletor?
really did have a big ass nose.
Skeletor was actually done much better in the Motu.
Yeah, I mean, you can still tell, but yeah, it's,
I mean,
they at least tried.
the original Star Trek show predated this movie, and they had way fucking better prosthetics. Than that shit.
I mean, wasn't Blade 7 years after this movie?
Blade was 98.
98, so 8 years after this movie.
That's a weird reference, but yeah.
I'm saying, like, the actual aesthetics and stuff in that movie were pretty decent
Oh yeah.
comparatively.
Oh, yeah.
For only being 8 years after.
Well, I mean, Batman '89 was a year
I mean,
before that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You know what?
Yeah, bro. Like, you got no leg to stand on here.
And it's like, I get it, a $3 million budget. I don't know what that looks like exactly in 1990 for a movie.
Like I said, they spent it all on location set.
Is that, I wonder. So I just put together like a weird conspiracy theory. So we know that they shot a lot of Westerns in Italy, and they were called spaghetti Westerns, and they did it because it was cheaper to film there. Is that why we got so many Italian shots, and why they decided to make Red Skull Italian?
It had to be.
Yeah.
You know what? That actually makes a lot of sense. I'll say it's canon.
Tax write-off.
Tax write-off. Money laundering. This is a $3 million money laundering.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They could have just opened a fucking chicken restaurant.
Or car wash.
Yeah, that's true.
There were some hilarious moments though in this movie, obviously unintentional.
Yeah, like that, like non-intentional hilarious moments. Very much like the shut up.
I don't think they ever tried to be funny.
No, not once.
Yeah.
There was no levity in this movie.
Well, I enjoyed the fact that Captain America spends most of the movie stealing cars. From people.
He really did spend an inordinate amount of time.
He
stealing
did
cars.
Chinese fire drill and then stole the cars.
He was fucking good at it too.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, he didn't even have to hotwire any of the cars.
He didn't
yeah.
think twice about it either. Like, oh, this is probably a shitty thing to do. Nah, give me that car.
I also want to point out that like 60 years of car technology passed, and this man.
Oh yeah, he
Just knew how to drive those
He
cars.
just
Yeah.
immediately knew how to drive that shit.
no problem at all.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the scene of Red Skull beating his ass in the beginning and then strapping him to a rocket.
I was wondering what the fuck that was about.
Like,
That he shot at the White House from Italy.
Going on a trip.
On my favorite rocket
ship. And he did zoom through the sky.
Almost hit a little kid.
The future president,
The
sir.
future president of the United
future
States.
president.
That is
Joe Biden.
Dick from RoboCop.
And as Ace pointed out, he kind of looks like a young Joe Biden.
Yes.
I mean, like between the president in this movie looking like Joe Biden to Red Skull renaming himself DeSantis, there's a lot of weird shit going on.
It's got a real Simpsons did it vibe. Yeah. It was all. They were also predicting that in the future they will make shitty films.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn.
I love Captain America's what he did when he was strapped to this rocket, which is absolutely nothing because it flew from Italy
all the way to
Washington.
Washington, D.C.
And when it was about to hit a kid,
That's when he decided to kick the one of the
fins?
fins
Yeah.
and then broke, and it changed the trajectory.
wildly.
Wildly.
Did
Did
he somehow see the kid there or something?
Yeah.
Like how? Was he not like
He
laying
was
flat?
straight,
Like he was like laying flat on his back. At least that's what I saw.
And also, didn't the rocket just kind of vanish?
We don't
Like-
talk about that.
Like it was like a fucking some 9/11 shit where like
Oh,
just,
shit.
when they
So-
find him he's just
when
in
they-
ice. but
Don't
there's
worry
no
about
rocket.
Oh yeah, when they recovered his body, the rocket wasn't there.
Right.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Or they
There
just didn't
was
give a
no
shit about
rocket.
it.
Either that or like somebody discovered him before that and was like, oh hey, there's a guy in here. And there was like, there's also a giant fucking rocket. And they just took the rocket and left him.
But
I wonder if it was intended to blow up.
it was. It wasn't just a rocket. It was supposed to blow up.
Him being strapped
So
to that
what-
rocket is another like Mayan level Simpsons prediction to Chris Evans having a huge penis.
oh my god, damn, sir.
What?
While true,
It's Captain
while
America.
true,
He's strapped to a giant rocket.
damn, sir.
Fucking leap that you had to. What?
It wasn't that big of a leap.
Oh shit!
Was it bigger than his dick?
They're also alluding to this when they dropped the shield that one time and it like buries into the concrete.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, the shield was plastic.
Well,
Fucking shield.
also, the shield was sent with Captain America on the rocket.
Yeah.
Which made no sense.
That he carried around in a fucking bag the whole he never once puts it on his back. Not a single goddamn time.
Well, also, like the properties of the shield varied wildly depending on the scene.
Like from plastic to
Like,
more plastic.
Like sometimes it can like deflect an infinite amount of bullets. Sometimes it weighs like 4 million pounds, and then sometimes a dude rides up on a motorcycle and hits you, and you just get fucked.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the intention behind that scene was. That was
Because motorcycles existed when he existed, so he knows what they're capable of. Why the fuck would he stand in front of
I
one?
would also like to point out, like, the transition from him being Steve Rogers into Captain America was hilariously. So if we literally just look at the context of this movie, they take this random this random 35-year-old man
Yes.
who has I think they say he has like polio or something. He has a limp, because
He's already like 6'5".
well, they couldn't make him small and frail like he was in the comics, so they say he's sickly with a limp, and he gets the super soldier serum, and the limp is gone, and he immediately gets shot, but then he recovers, and then like the next day they put this motherfucker on a plane to Germany or Italy, and they put him in the outfit, and I'm like, he's had 0 hours of training in any capacity.
Zero.
And he's asking
He's not a
questions.
soldier yet.
Yeah, he's asking questions to the guy on the plane, like, do I get troops? And they're like, hey, you're a 1 of 1, pal. You got this.
Also, they don't explain anything in this movie about why he is undergoing this experiment, or what the experiment is. It's just Steve Rogers is at his house one day. He has a limp, and it's just like, yep.
Or why he has his shield.
Just going into the old office today, and the next thing you know, they're just strapping him to the chair, and the fucking command center is breaking down.
We're also being really generous. There technically was no super soldier serum.
Yeah, it was.
It was a radiation lamp. Just
Yeah. So there was that.
No chamber, no injections, no.
I will give. It wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was quite fucking hilarious when right after Steve became Captain America, there was apparently an infiltrator,
Infiltrating
an
infiltrator.
Italian spy.
Yes. Well, he said Heil Hitler.
Oh, he did. So I guess he was German. And then he just like. He did this in the quickest way I've ever seen this. He throws up the Heil Hitler and then shoots the person right in front of him. Like, just like that. It wasn't even, like, dramatic. It was just like, Heil Hitler, bam! It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Like, you need to know.
Fuck you, lady.
So, I know that the first Captain America, the first Avenger, that movie is not great. But man, this movie that we just
makes
watched,
me want to go watch that.
It really makes me appreciate how much authenticity they put into that movie.
Yeah.
If you watched Captain America: First Avenger, when you come out of that movie, you would at least be able to tell me like 3 facts about Captain America.
Right.
I mean, it kind of made me like Captain America a little bit.
I mean, it can tell you a lot of shit. I mean, that it should be able to tell you. He was a sickly, frail kid who wanted to fight in the war. Because of his heart and determination, he was chosen for this experiment. This experiment was also given to another guy, Johann Schmidt, who turned fucking vile as fuck. His best friend was Charles Buchanan Barnes. He can tell you a bunch of shit.
We glossed over the process of how Red Skull became Red Skull.
We did. Remember the dog thing?
That's what I was getting at.
Like fucking.
We see these Germans talking to some Italians, and then this one German or Italian, I don't even know which one was which.
One of those.
Honestly.
Bad
like
guy.
you really couldn't tell. And then they moved you over to this little glass box. Well, no. First, they had you in the movie theater watching the crappy reel of a rat.
Yes.
There was a rat in a cage, and then they applied some sort of serum to him. Then they walk over to this glass case after the video, and it is this mutated red, like stop motion clay animation rat.
Yeah.
Despite all his rage, though.
Hit the button on him. That one, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Unfortunately, I didn't plan on editing out anything, Brendan. Thanks a lot.
So did they like they never explain where this like hell demon rat came from at all?
No, we just have to assume that whatever they did to that rat, they did to Red Skull.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Or they like cut that rat up and stuck it in Red Skull's face.
Oh, and like the prosthetic they used for Red Skull's face was just atrocious, and his eyes were glossed over like he couldn't, like he was a blind person.
Yeah.
And over here, like what the fuck?
And a big old nose.
yeah.
Huge ass.
And he says brother a lot.
He does.
He did say brother a lot.
And so there's so many little things that they could have done to actually make certain things make sense. Like I'm calling Captain America brother, I guess because they both are the only ones who have the serum. But there was never that.
Called him little brother
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Like,
Because honestly, if
Yeah.
if the timeline, if I remember correctly, still Captain America would have been older.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I can say that guy was like 40.
When he fought him the first time, he was fighting a teenager.
Yeah, that's true. That teenager Red Skull was whooping his ass.
Oh yeah, he whooped his
mean,
ass.
Red Skull
that is
gets his
something-
hand cut off for no reason. Also,
He cuts his own hand
he
off.
cuts his own
Because his
hand off.
own hand off.
Well, it's because Cap grabs him and he's like, "You're coming with me on the rocket." And he's like, "No, I'm not." And he cuts his hand
And
off.
so instead of cutting off Cap's hand,
I missed that whole part.
Correct.
I
And of
guess you'll
course,
have to go back and watch
the
the movie.
overly dramatic. After he chops his hand off, the rocket goes off. And he's like,
Like Captain America is never screams or seems like he's upset or you know
no, he's got
stressed
that
out or
dull-
anything
Right.
while he's on the rocket. He's just
I say I wonder, like on the rocket ride over, he was like, "All right, there's no worry, I'm Captain America. I'm rocket proof." And then like 3/4 of the way over, he's like, "Am I really rocket proof?"
By the way, maybe I
also
should
like-
try to do something.
this motherfucker's been Captain America for like 4 days.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Like 3 of those days would be on that slow ass rocket.
It's a
Yeah.
travel. I also really loved the Mom, I can't go to sleep. We're in Washington D.C.
We're in Washington, D.C. I can't sleep.
Because every time anyone has any kind of dialogue, they always blatantly remind the other person of what city they are currently in.
oh, and the 7 years later, and then they give us the date.
Yeah, 7 years later, 1943.
Just in case you couldn't fucking do math, you piece of shit. You dumb piece of shit. Here's the actual date.
Holy
We
shit.
can't drop this island. We're here in Sokovia.
Because people in Washington, D.C. say Washington, D.C.
That was, I mean, the movie had awful dialogue.
Oh, God.
That might have been the worst, though, or arguably. The whole,
all of it was bad.
Mom, I can't sleep. Son, we're in Washington, D.C. Go to bed.
But I can't because we're in Washington, D.C.
Fucking in Independence Day, Will Smith was standing in the front yard. Grab the keys. We're in Washington D.C.
Steve Rogers now. I'm on the moon.
Yeah. God damn. Oh, shit.
I don't know. If you're on the moon, I think you can say I'm on the moon.
Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
think
You know,
fair.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
And if you're on a boat, you can say I'm on a boat.
well,
And on
Yeah,
a boat.
correct. I mean,
What
obviously.
about if you're on a rocket ship?
Then you have to sing the little Einstein song. I mean, come on.
I just want to point out that, like, I watched The Martian the other day. I've seen the movie about 700 times. And not once does he just go outside and be like, I'm here on Mars.
and that would be excusable.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. But, like, we fucking know.
So when you go home, I want you to say to anyone in your household when they say something to you, we're in Grovetown, Georgia.
You know what? Matter of fact, tomorrow when we play our game, I'm gonna make sure you know exactly where you guys are every time we're playing D&D.
Yeah, every time Victor says anything, he's gonna be like, we're here in Mechanist.
I can't sleep.
Yeah.
I can't sleep.
Anytime it's long for a long rest.
I mean, actually, I don't think there is ever, like, nighttime there, so it probably is pretty tough for him to sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
Place sucks ass.
The song that I played close to the beginning of this podcast was the weird montage song that we get in this movie.
It's so weird.
I'm gonna be honest. The entire soundtrack. So, for those of you who are old enough listening to this, if you remember when like Queen of the Damned came out, that was like the dopest fucking soundtrack for a movie ever.
Yeah.
Matter of
And-
fact, it kind of opened up a lot of like people's sexualities. Also,
Yeah. A lot of
one
people found out
soundtrack.
they were bisexual
because of
that
Yeah.
movie and that soundtrack.
Yep.
Sure.
This movie was the opposite of that.
And again, we can't call it a movie.
Yeah, this soundtrack was the opposite of the Queen of the Damned sound. The
Yes.
anti-Queen of the Damned soundtrack. It was the only way it could have been worse is if there had been U2 on it.
Oh
Shit.
Well, he is the record.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, so Captain America in 1990 is King of the Blessed.
Oh, the credit
I
song.
see what you did, but it felt that felt really flat.
Where's that? Where's that womp womp song? There you go. You know exactly where to go.
Yeah, nah, dog.
That was disrespectful as fuck. Y'all don't get my art.
Because you make us watch movies that are not art.
This is the highest form of art, sir.
How dare you?
Well, actually, this is Ace's way of showing solidarity with the Writers Guild.
Yeah.
You know, until Hollywood just pays their fucking writers, we're just gonna dig up all of their worst mistakes.
Yep.
Oh man,
We should go on IMDb and find every movie that John Peters produced,
Holy shit. Yeah.
and we should just go down the list.
And just go down the list.
I'm too curious now, and since
Well, I hate the fact, I think his name is on the Dark Knight trilogy.
no, well, just because he was in the building, next door when they filmed it.
It's one of those. Yeah. Yeah. This movie also has some of the best action scenes that I've ever seen. That shield, the first time he throws that shield, there's a
God damn it!
there's a soldier who's up in what do you call it?
It's a watchtower.
Yeah, it's up in a watchtower, and that shield traveling 1.5 miles per hour.
And so the guard sees it, right? And then he's like, oh no, he threw it. No. I'm gonna duck down behind the wall of this watchtower. You know, logically, sure, I can see where he's thinking that.
But he didn't throw it anywhere close to him.
No, he threw it into the legs. And it completely shattered and it just went boom.
You see something coming below you and you duck down. What the fuck?
But when it falls, even you never see the soldier in the
No, you don't.
tower.
I'm surprised we didn't see an explosion for no fucking reason.
Oh, we did, just not from the tower.
Shortly after this, he throws it into a barrel that may or may not have contained flammable liquid, and then it exploded.
It exploded like hell.
Why would it ignite it?
But Captain America's shield is made out of vibranium. We all know this.
Yep.
It bounces. It ricochets.
Yep.
It is not a goddamn boomerang.
There are times where he throws it in open space and that bitch
he's got to put the right spin on it.
What is he, a fucking Harlem Globetrotter?
He's a goddamn super soldier. That's what he is.
Oh yeah, that was the joke. Super soldier serum.
That's right.
So
he's dressed like a Harlem Globetrotter.
he is actually not in the credits for any of the Dark Knight
Oh, really?
trilogy. He is, however, an executive producer on Man of Steel, which
That's probably what I was thinking. Yeah.
okay, I can see it. Superman Returns.
Oh,
As we all know, Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he was also, Batman Returns. Tango and Cash, which is odd.
That is odd.
And then apparently there was a straight-to-TV special called Batman Making of a Hero.
I'm not
And
familiar.
also a Superman 50th Anniversary TV special. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But,
none of this sounds appealing to me.
Yeah.
well, I mean, this
It's
is
just John Peters.
Yeah, he also made a movie called Ocean Quest. That sounds terrible.
Is that with James Cameron? The billionaires on the submarine?
No.
Oh.
No. He also made a TV.
You know that's going to be a movie eventually. You know it is.
It is probably going to be called The Billionaires on the Submarine. He also made a straight-to-TV movie with Mr. T in 1984 called The Toughest Man in the World.
That sounds amazing.
That sounds like our next movie.
It's got a 5 out of 10 average on IMDb.
Oh, that's a little too high for my
That's
liking.
too high.
Yeah.
Like I kind of get the feeling that you were trying to, y'all are trying to break me. I think that's what it is.
Brendan suggested that movie, not me.
You were thinking it.
Oh, fuck. So this is weird as fuck, but, that movie actually does have a Bono track on it. We've come full circle.
Holy shit.
Whoa, what?
The
Captain America has a Bono?
No. The one I was looking at,
Okay.
The Toughest Man in the World.
Okay.
They got U2 on that shit somehow.
Oh, Jesus.
This Captain America movie, I guess it is forgiven for there being no James Buchanan Barnes. There is no Bucky.
There's no Hydra.
That part is unforgivable.
How do you have Red Skull without Hydra?
Yeah, there is no Hydra.
There's
I
no.
mean, I think we just like both Bucky and Hydra were spared.
That's true. That's the way to look at it.
That's true. Yeah.
Because if Bucky had been in the movie, they would have had it be like the person that Peggy like remarried.
Oh,
The guy that looks like the Miz's dad. Or either that, or they would have put some weird ass Easter egg in there, like when the president's locked up at the end of the movie, there would have been a guy in the cell next to him named Bucky
Yeah.
or Charles.
Yeah.
And it would be Hail Hydra.
Oh, because
it's
they're Italian.
Oh my
Hail
god!
Hydra.
So Red Skull has a bunch of snotty ass rich kids
Yeah.
who are also assassins.
And
Yeah, apparently.
And then like there's also that one car full of people that looks like if the Grease kids worked for the Yakuza.
Go Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning.
Damn, you're on point with your fucking descriptions today, buddy. That was good.
Yeah, they have like the most unintimidating like
They're
cast
just
of
chilling.
characters. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And not to mention, everyone had to hold their gun just facing up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
it's
they're
like-
all Italian.
Because apparently it's this, like they have to put it underneath the chin, but they never go actually underneath the chin. So it's like, just pointing into your cheek.
Because they're Italian. They have to. They
I mean,
can't
I
help.
guess, but
They have to do the
hand gesture
hand gesture.
with their gun.
With their gun in hand, while having like a weird 70-degree angle.
That's the best way to aim.
Yeah.
It was super bizarre.
You can't miss doing that.
The president is kidnapped by Red Skull. Oh, well, let me rephrase that. Joe Biden is kidnapped by DeSantis.
Yeah, like once Ace made these distinctions, we could not unsee it, and then it just became that is the canon.
Yeah, yeah. And the movie became more enjoyable for it.
Yeah, actually, the jokes made it better.
I mean, because now I really want to see Joe Biden in the movie.
Gotta keep that man awake enough to do the damn movie.
I would love to hear him fumble through lines and just, and everyone else just has to improv around him. That would be phenomenal.
I mean, not to get political on us here, but like honestly, if like they both just retired from politics and like Donald Trump and Joe Biden had like a podcast together, I would listen to that shit.
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be printing money.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they talk about.
Oh yeah, it would just
Yeah.
well, you should shut up, man.
Shut up, man.
Yeah, it could be like maple syrup versus.
Yeah.
You've never heard
Halloween.
President Discord?
Yeah.
The AI.
No, well, I guess it's AI. But
I think it's technically AI doing the voices, but someone is doing the lines.
But yeah, so it's essentially like it's usually Barack Obama, Trump, Biden,
and Hillary, right?
No, Bush.
Oh, Bush. Okay.
Bush, and
Clinton.
I think Clinton shows up.
Yeah.
But they've done a few with discussing Mass Effect, and it's fucking hilarious.
That
That
is
shit
great.
has me dying.
Yeah.
Because they play Call of Duty and
They
talk shit nonstop.
The best one is still the Office Mass Effect one.
Oh,
The Office.
Oh,
Have you seen
I'll
this?
have to send this to
It's
you.
Michael.
It's fucking.
Michael.
I just recently
like,
saw that.
Oh,
Oh, my god, I
dude,
was
it's-
fucking dying.
It's
so
Michael
well
Scott.
done.
He like it's like he's Commander Shepard,
Yeah.
but like they put him like through. They use his lines from the show to respond to the game stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking great.
And they have him use there's a line where like Ashley says some off the rail shit, and he's
Yeah.
like,
That's
"That is
racist.
racist."
gotta
It's more
see
well
that.
done than it has any right being.
It's so perfect.
Oh, I gotta see that. That sounds fantastic. Holy shit. Tell me that Jim is Garrison. That.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Can we talk about the villain death scene?
The Red Skull DeSantis, Red
Red,
Skull.
I'm calling him Red Face.
Yeah. He had the best death in the
Oh
movie
my
by far.
god.
I feel like they just like took a mannequin and put it in a suit and really threw it off
And
the
really-
cliff.
yes.
This motherfucker bounced about 3 times.
He ragdolled off the cliff.
Yeah.
And
And
that
they showed all of it.
That was the one shot in the movie where they just held the camera still.
That's probably the best editing in the whole,
That
the whole
shit
movie.
broke me so bad.
No, I think my favorite is definitely when they had the Shield take out the fucking watchtower.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was great too.
Oh man.
And man, I wish that like they could have done, even for 1990, they could have done something to make that shield look
They
decent.
should have did like some kind of metal.
It looked like a
at least,
frisbee.
at least for like the throw shots, sure, make it
Yeah.
plastic.
Like-
but like when he's holding it like normal
Well, when he's not carrying it in a fucking bag.
or in a fucking bag,
Yeah.
It's 1990. They had aluminum. Like,
Yeah.
you could have made it a fucking metal shield, guys.
Right.
Or have a way to put it on his back, not in a fucking bag.
Even if it's just like slung over his back, like have a string attached to it or something.
Like usually he has a harness or something,
Yeah.
or he uses the straps of the
Yeah,
shield
yeah,
and
yeah.
puts it around his shoulders.
Yeah.
Right, like a backpack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the design of the suit. I know what they were trying. See, it's fucking me up because I'm looking at Captain America right above us.
You can't. Don't do that. What is wrong with you?
are
That's
those
an
his
actual.
ears?
Those, yeah,
Those are his actual ears.
those are his actual ears. They're not glued on.
Are you
outside
sure?
us.
I don't believe you.
You know what? Maybe that's the reason why his dialogue never hit right. It's because he couldn't hear
couldn't
anybody
hear.
else's dialogue, so he just like, this.
what was the excuse for every other character in the film?
Do you think
We
that's
don't
why
talk
they
about that.
covered his ears in the Avengers movie?
But yeah, because it looked goofy. I'm sure. That's probably why.
Because
Yeah, the
honestly,
ear cups.
I do hate the fact that Captain America's ears are exposed.
So I mean, there's certain things that work on a comic book that
Yeah.
don't translate in live action.
Right.
Like also another difference is Captain America's boots and the A. The A is not on his helmet or mask in the MCU.
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of small.
There are some movies that where it's not there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's only there in, like, Age of Ultron, right?
Yeah, because out of all the
Really?
different outfits he had, most of them I'm pretty sure
I
it's
don't
not
remember it
there.
ever not being there.
The A is not there most of the time.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
No. But see, that's the
Fuck
thing
you
though.
sideways.
Like you take it away and you don't even notice it. You know, you don't even notice that it's missing.
Mandela effect.
I know they always streamlined the wings, but
Yeah.
and then they took the cowl and made it a helmet, which
Just the-
did a lot to his aesthetic.
Because the wings are silly.
Yeah.
They didn't even put them on Thor.
Right.
Well, in the first movie, he kind of had
He did have
a helmet
that
with
had-
wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So I
wore
also
this like
he
did
wore
that
about
in
5
Ragnarok,
seconds.
too.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. It was more worn for a ceremony than anything else.
Right,
though.
and like honestly, that would be
Yeah. Yeah.
like that offers no real tactical advantage whatsoever.
Well, if you're a Thunder God, Oz, you don't know
Yeah,
that.
like you
It's
don't
'cause
know
he's the god of
tactic-
thunder.
You don't have tactic advantages. You just are thunder god.
Maybe he uses his, like, antenna to, like, channel the lightning.
I low key wish that like there would have
Low
been
key. You stepped into that. We just got done talking about Thor. How? How?
I think I broke him.
Yeah, you deserve that.
I'm upset at how long it took me to get what you guys were talking about.
Did you not get until I said Thor?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Why are they talking about low key?
Hey,
Low key.
y'all are funny.
Well, we can't have nice things.
That's why we can't have nice things. I wish that I could visit a parallel universe where like this was made into a version of the MCU and we got like and we got like to see what the other characters would have looked like in this same vein and what an Avengers would have looked like.
Oh, like just
You know
take,
what?
Take
I'm gonna
Dolph
get up
Lundgren
and I'm gonna walk
Punisher.
out that door for that statement.
They,
Just take this Captain America. Who else we got? We got the we can take the 70s Doctor Strange, right?
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if the people that made this movie followed it up with an Iron Man? Can you imagine how awful that would have been?
I literally can't. Like, what does that
It
even
would have been
look
Steel.
like?
And see, and see, this is the thing that kind of bothers me about how people have viewed superhero movies throughout history is because of this movie is probably the reason why a lot of people didn't take superhero movies seriously. throughout the 90s until they started getting like to the level of Iron Man.
It is kind of bizarre, right? Because in terms of like big theatrical releases, there was like Superman in the 70s, and then there was kind of a long break between like his first two movies and whatever came afterwards. And then we got Batman in 89.
Yeah. And then Returns was 91?
91, I think. Or 92. It might have been 92.
It was 2 or 3 years after.
Yeah. And then after that, we get Joe Schumacher's Batman movies, and then people started thinking, okay, superhero movies really aren't a thing.
Right. Like, these are for kids. Yeah.
These are for selling
But in between
toys.
that, we have Blade, but no one knows fucking Blade is a superhero.
Blade came out a year after Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is 97. And
Yeah.
then,
Also, Brennan and we recently discovered that 97 is like the most cursed year.
everything came out in
Well,
97.
because that was a great year for video games. It's what's happening right now.
Oh, shit.
Because we got both Final Fantasy VII and motherfucking Xenogears that year.
Do you have the X-Files sound? Tim and Eric.
The look on Caleb's face says it all.
Oh, and the original Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah, dude. All
that
those
all
games.
97?
all
I thought that was
97.
98.
shit.
Hold on. This can be verified.
But Brennan and I discovered that Batman and Robin, Mortal Kombat Annihilation,
Really?
Steel.
Steel.
Ocarina's 98.
Oh, okay.
It was being worked on in 97.
Yeah, but
It was being and Star Kid,
Star Kid's good, damn it.
all 97.
Star Kid is fucking a masterpiece.
I remember liking that movie as a kid, but then as an adult, thinking back on it, I'm over here like, that shit was creepy.
It was
Oh, God,
Like,
it's so creepy.
I'm like, no, do not talk to me inside the suit.
The texture inside the suit is
We're
actual.
not watching Star Kid, are we?
We have to.
I wasn't until you just mentioned it.
97.
It joins the list.
97, we got Mega Man Legends.
Oh,
Dope
yeah.
Oh,
as
dude, that was a
fuck.
dope ass game.
I didn't get to play that.
We got the very first Grand Theft Auto in 97.
Oh,
We
shit.
got Jedi Knight 2 in 97, which was dope.
Damn.
We got fucking the original Age of Empires in 97. The first Fallout came out in 97.
Oh,
Star Fox 64 in 97. GoldenEye came out in 97.
Yeah.
God damn.
Damn, GoldenEye shit.
Fucking Symphony of Night came out in 97. Final Fantasy 7, of course, came out in 97. So, like, yeah, I mean, it was literally basically what we got right now.
That
History
is
repeating
wow.
itself. History repeating itself, man. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to get some
Symphony of the
dope ass games. Yeah. Like, I'm about to get some more comfort games, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
Because, like, as we all know at this table, I play the same 4 games over and over
you
again.
do. You do.
That's true.
Yeah.
I still have not played Mass Effect yet. No, it's,
Yeah,
on,
you
it's,
should-
it's on the list.
Well,
What? Yeah.
that aside, like I was happy because I didn't know what to expect this year as far as video games. I knew we were getting, but I didn't know about the quality. I was happy with the survival horror games we got. I'm a huge survival horror fan,
RE4 remake was, I mean, chef's
Yeah.
kiss. Like,
and same thing with the Dead Space remake. I mean,
I
that was
actually
good, too.
haven't played that. I wonder if it's in the Steam sale that's going on right now.
I mean, it's tremendous to the point where like I don't know which one I think is better.
Did you play Callisto Protocol?
I don't want to talk about that. But yes, I did.
My bad. I'm bringing back Mad Men.
again,
My bad.
I'm a fan of I'm a fan of survival horror, so yeah, I got it. Same. The original team that made the original Dead Space worked on this, and
Spiritual successor.
it will, you know, they can't all be bangers.
Damn.
But yeah, this movie ends with a hilarious death by the hands of Captain America. Fucking
Hilarious is an understatement.
At one point, didn't he throw the shield and it broke a gun in half?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
in
he
half.
sheared the end of the gun.
Like fucking butter.
you know what's weird, right? Like it would make more sense for a Batarang to do that than for Captain America's shield.
Right?
But
I mean-
a Batarang knocks the gun out of their hands.
or perfectly goes into the end.
Yeah, that is.
It's good enough to cut people in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what, the shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well,
I was really hoping they
Poor
were going to
Peggy.
do the Peggy Carter shield cut in half shit.
But no, that'd been creative.
That's true.
That's true.
And that would have
There's
cost
nothing about this movie that is creative.
that would have also cost money.
Exactly.
And which they clearly had none. Notice how this was super clear in the Motu review Patreon. You guys can get that there. But when Brendan and I watched that movie, we noticed there's not a goddamn person anywhere.
No.
First of all, it takes place on modern day Earth, which is fucking bizarre.
With cows enforced.
And there's like maybe a total of 12 extras in the whole movie. Like the place is fucking barren. And I was like, where the fuck is everybody?
Not a single fucking person.
Bizarre.
around.
But this movie had more extras, but I think that those are just Italian people who.
I think they were like, we're not
Happened to
going
be there
to
at the
shut
time.
down our roads, so you're
Right.
just going to have to put them in your movie.
This is like a weird, random as fuck thing that I noticed also is like, no one eats or drinks in the movie other than Captain America drinks a big ass glass of milk.
That's true.
That is true. I was thinking, it's like, what is he, fucking Kurt Angle? Like,
Also,
I mean,
I noticed this at the beginning of the movie when he gets into the cab with Dr. Vasali. He's smoking a cigarette in that scene.
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Captain America's a heavy smoker.
Oh, damn.
I mean,
That's
From
when
the
back when they
40s.
thought it was good for you.
I guess so.
him being from the 40s, it kind of makes sense. Like,
That's
people
true.
didn't give a shit about.
But he canonically had asthma.
Did he?
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, it's probably from the smoking.
Oh,
I mean, that's true, too. Yeah.
Mad Men hadn't come out yet.
that's true. Yeah. God damn it.
What? It's just a bunch of people smoking in an office.
Yeah, it's weird to think that there's no real serious antagonist. Also, who fucked the Red Skull to give him children? They don't discuss that either.
That's a good question.
I mean,
Oh my god.
knowing
I'm mad that I
that
didn't think
the
about
Red
that.
Skull is technically supposed to be a Nazi, more than likely, those kids are products of certain
Damn. This got
horrible
dark.
acts. That's my thoughts. But at the same time, they probably didn't put that much thought into it.
It's also interesting to note that this movie, they had the opportunity to do something at least kind of deep, and they completely missed it. Red Skull, this Italian kid, his parents are killed like in front of him, and he's kidnapped and forced to basically be a Nazi, and that's an extreme case of Stockholm syndrome. Mm-hmm. And they never once reference it whatsoever.
Nope.
That's
Matter of
not-
fact, he just remained having an Italian accent the majority of the time.
Well, I couldn't place the actor's accent majority of the time, if I'm being
Well,
honest.
honestly, like I didn't listen to.
Actor is a little.
I mean, they have Captain America stealing more cars than he is being a hero.
Actor is kind of like calling George R.R. Martin a writer at this point in time.
Damn. Damn.
Are you the thing that you are doing
God
the thing?
damn.
That's true.
Former writer George R.R.
Former
Former, right. The artist formerly known.
I was about to say that the writer formerly known as George.
I mean, look, I wish I could say there are more exciting moments from this Captain America movie to discuss. Truth.
I have one more.
Oh,
This is actually a mild praise. Fucking Red Skull knows martial arts.
Yeah, he was better at fucking fighting than Captain America.
Like at one
Yeah.
point, I want to say he did like a jumping spin kick.
he did a roundhouse kick
Yeah,
to
he
someone's
did-
face.
he did.
Like it was a reverse roundhouse right to fucking
Are we
Captain
sure
America's
that
face.
it wasn't Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris would have nothing to do with this movie, sir.
No.
I don't know. He made some.
Now, if they
Pretty
made
random
Chuck, if they
shit.
made Chuck Norris Captain America, we
He should have been Captain America back in the day.
just keep the beard.
You know what? I'm down for this.
that would have been an awesome
Yeah.
looking Captain America.
Oh yeah, I mean, would it have been a Captain America movie? No, but it would have been way better than this.
I just want to point out that A Game of Thrones came out in the early 90s, which means that George R.R. Martin was writing it at the time this movie came out. And he still has 2 of 7 books in that fucking series.
Game of Thrones is that old?
Yes.
The books, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's literally...
I thought it was like
has
from the early 2000s.
It has taken him 33 years to write 5 books.
Yeah.
While Brandon Sanderson.
Wrote 5 today. The motherfucker literally put out a book last night. Literally.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I have no more words for a 1990s Captain America other than it. I can say this for me: it's a fun watch with friends.
Is that what we're calling this?
I mean, I had.
You know what? We've already.
Wait.
You and I,
Say it again, Brendan.
So,
I had fun.
Hey,
I mean, so is Two Girls, One Cup, but what the fuck?
oh God! Damn!
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
And there's less shit in that than there is in this movie.
God
Damn!
holy shit!
fuck. Son of a bitch.
You know what? I had a good time with all of his shit. Like that.
I'm glad I could be here for you.
That was excellent. That was excellent. Hey, I have nothing else for this movie, guys. Happy 4th of July.
America.
Happy America Day.
This is the most off the rails episode ever.
Oh, it
This
is.
worse. This is way
We
worse than that
established there was
time.
no rails to begin with. So.
Yeah, this is way worse than that time that fucking Oz and Kevin just went ape
Yeah.
shit on whatever that was.
That was a comic news episode. It was the worst time for them to just. Yeah.
This motherfucker's over here literally trying to read the news, and it's like
Yeah.
a fucking segment of Weekend Update on fucking SNL.
I gotta
Like-
find that
Like Pete
particular
Davidson
episode.
just storms in mid-episode for no reason.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, what?
Kevin, I'm feeding off Kevin, and like we're just throwing all kinds of stupid shit.
And like, listen, podcasting with Kevin, if you don't keep him focused, it will just go any fucking where. Any fucking where.
I've noticed.
Yeah. And
How's it going, guys?
God damn it. I mean,
God bless that man.
the crazy thing is, right, like, we spent literally like the first hour bullshitting.
That sounds about right.
Because we were all trying not to talk about this movie.
The coldest open.
Yeah.
Captain America Frozen.
Strong hot
open.
takes in there though.
Last night, we fucking talked about White Sand for 3 solid hours.
Really?
And never ventured off topic one time. It was like
Yeah.
3 hours and 12 minutes.
Yeah.
The Cosby is dope.
That's true.
You can't compare that to this.
No,
Are you fucking? That's like
you are
one.
right, sir. I cannot.
Are you shitting me, bro?
It's like
one
gotta
end
give
of the
him,
spectrum
gotta give him the
to
"Are
the
you
other."
shitting me" defense. It's like, are you shitting me? You gotta look at him, look at the judge, look at the plaintiff, and you be like, "Are you shitting
Are you
me?"
shitting me right now?
Are you defecating in my cornflakes?
Holy shit. Goddamn.
Well,
Are you honey dicking me?
All right, that's it. We're done here. We're done here.
I refuse to let him wrap this.
We are fucking done. Happy fucking 4th of July.
He's straight up honey dicking you.
all the way.
For those of you who are American or in this country and choose to celebrate.
No, even if you're not in this country, you celebrate it anyway.
Yes, this is now a Captain America
Very
Day.
white, very supremacist of you, sir. Like,
Oh shit!
Oh shit! If you don't celebrate the 4th of July, odds are America is honey dicking you.
So until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I'm superhero homie Caleb.
I'm superhero homie Oz.
I'm Brendan.
We're getting the fuck out of here.